how can you have the courage to integrate your esoteric knowledge that you have and what you've studied in yoga or meditation or whatever form of wisdom teaching that you've studied? How do you incorporate that into your life? I just like that my cat's in here right now. Well, one is get in a habit. Make a habit of practicing something scary every day, so your system can start to uncouple something, decouple scary from courage. And so so it's a habit. And some people, it's like, are more wired that way, to take more risks. And that's great. They'll need to learn to take less sometimes. But if you're needing courage, practice it, right? And so make a commitment. Practice something courageous every day. Kitty, you can't see him anymore. Oh yeah, I can. He's just so cute. So practice. And you don't have to be kind of that discerning in how courageous you are. It's just the act of practicing something courageous. So that's number one. And then number two is I'd start to make sure that when you're working, like her questions about with how to employ these practices into career, and to really trust and to make courageous leaps. So you're practicing something courageous every day. That's rewiring your relation to courage. And I'd say you're also being aware of how you are in the areas that are hardest for you, because it's the areas, it's like those are the ones that are ready for the most change, and they need the most like it's easier to practice things. Yes, have your meditation practice that you do in a comfortable environment that's cozy and wonderful and easier to practice, but then employ, or I invite you to employ, your practices, say your gratitude practice, or your self-awareness, or your clearing practice, or your ability to come into your breath. That's something that I'd riddle throughout your day, especially in the spots that feel the most mundane or that you're needing the most help in. That's the sign that they need those practices. And so you can just start practicing them. Also a habit. So this is a habit. So you have to establish new habits. We establish habits first through discipline. And then once the discipline is there, it becomes a habit, becomes a way of life. And I feel like those two things combined would do a lot of, if you practice something courageous every day, and then you start to bring more awareness into the places that you feel stuck, and no attachment to even outcome. We're doing the inner work first. We're saying, oh, I feel stuck. Now's the time to practice gratitude. Now's the time to clear out. So those steps need to be in place before we employ anything else. Let me see where the cat went. Oliver, Oliver. The thing you can't see is that a tiny blue-tailed, what's it called? A blue-tailed lizard just came in the room. So let me see if I can video it too.